What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another edition of On the Road to Victory. I'm your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great Thursday night. A little bit after 6:30 here, going to try to get this out as soon as I possibly can. But the game status report is out due to the fact that the game is on Saturday. So you got this show here. Already put out the top matchups. Behind enemy lines are out. Go check those out. Tomorrow, you'll have Fan Friday Live. Let's effing go. And then, of course, on Saturday, the pregame and postgame show. So hope to see you then. But would love to hear from you down below on this one. We've got some important injuries for both teams. We're going to go over both of them, look at their updated depth charts. But I appreciate you all taking the time here tonight, hitting that like button, sharing, subscribing, becoming members, hyping these videos up. Really cannot thank you enough for all of the support. But that's what we're here to talk about. No crazy news or anything like that. I've seen all your comments. I just made another post about it, trying to help people out. A lot of people ask me about our new quarterbacks coach. There is no new quarterbacks coach. We did not hire anyone. None of that happened. A lot of people talking about an outside source came in. A guy took over play calling, all this. None of that stuff is reality. None of that ever happened. We hired Scott Loeffler about 9-10 months ago. You can go back and check out the video I made on Scott Loeffler and learn everything about him and what he would bring to this offense. So a lot of confusion about coaches, what they do. A lot of people think that coaches don't coach, but coaching is part of coaching. So they've been coaching, and I know they've had their struggles, but they're starting to look good. And I know a lot of people are offended, don't want to give credit to Sirianni, Hurts, or Patullo. So now Scott Loeffler just got hired. Really weirdo, narrative-driven stuff. Try to ignore it. I'll do my best to counteract all the nonsense. But let's stick with what's actually going on in reality here. Let's talk about those injuries for both teams. Got the game status report, and nothing surprising. Talked about it. Lane, Jalen probably going to miss another game, and sure enough, they are. So you can see Dickerson and Fred Johnson. They were put up to full, then Latu as well, but Latu is questionable. Same goes for Williams down there. Yet to come off of IR, but no surprise there. Let's get Jalen Carter and Lane Johnson healthy. Hell, I would get Landon Dickerson healthy for the playoffs too, but I regress. Now, you see the rest of the gang. Everybody is healthy, ready to rock here. So let's take a look at the updated depth chart. First, we'll look at the injury list. Again, Cameron Williams is questionable, so still on IR as we speak, but could come off by Saturday. I will let you know that information when it becomes available. Now, the offense here, mentioned it, Latu finally getting a little bit more in the snap department. We talked about it, please, and I've talked about it before the media figured it out. Tight end too. Got to be used there. Calcaterra can't block. You've heard me say it before he was even on the active roster. They finally get him there, and it's nice to see people giving him his flowers. He definitely is somebody I couldn't believe nobody was talking about earlier in the season. Now, the blocking to me is very important, and I think people are starting to see why Calcaterra isn't that answer there, but that's just my opinion. Now, Fred Johnson, he was a little banged up this week, but ready to go there. So this line hopefully continues to improve and get their stuff together, get healthier, get ready for the playoffs here, and let's run the damn ball to make it easier on them. That'd be great. Thanks. But without Latu, you're going to have Calcaterra and Granson and no fullback. So wouldn't like that at all, but hey, man, it is what it is. And no real next man up at fullback there. So we shall see. Just probably have to get rid of some packages there. Now, on defense here, Carter missing another one. Byron Young, Ty Robinson going to need to replace him. We know Ajomo and Davis will step up, do the damn thing. Brandon Graham getting a little bit of action there at D-tackle as well. So need to do another game of that. I'm all about it. But everybody else is healthy, ready to go there. And same goes for the special teams department. Everybody here healthy, ready to rock and roll. Love to see that. Let's get some big returns here. All three phases of the game. Let's go. Now on Saturday, before the game, about an hour and a half, you will get your elevations. I will let you know when that becomes available here. But you can see all of the options for the Eagles here. I will let you know if they decide and who they decide to elevate on Saturday. But that's what's going on with the Eagles. Let me know how you're feeling about Lane, Jalen being out again. Without Cameron Latu, what would you do? What are your thoughts on what's going on with the Philadelphia Eagles for this game? 9-5 could win the division with this one. They're going to be missing some pieces too, though. So don't know that you have to rush anyone. Let's take a look at those missing pieces, though, for the Commanders here. And I don't know what I just did there. So Commanders, this obviously is a team season over, but they're going to be looking to spoil ours. And we knew Jaden Daniels would be out for this game. No surprise there, but he's still practicing to be with the team. That's cool. Backup tight end Colson Yankoff will be out. Left tackle Laremy Tunsil is out. And then backup D tackle Eddie Goldman out. Now you've got Johnny Newton and Jonathan Jones, both questionable on the defense. So let's take a look at what this team looks like now. And here are their injury lists. These are the guys that will not be on the depth chart. Missing a couple of new pieces, some important pieces here. Just put Noah Brown on there, Austin Eckler, Zach Ertz. Yeah, some former Eagles there, Ertz and Jackson. They got a bunch of former Eagles. But let's take a look at the depth chart now. Again, these players not going to be here. So Jaden Daniels, Laremy Tunsil, Colson Yankoff, all out for this game. You can see Marcus Mariota. We talked about it during the top matchup show. Will step in there. Tight end, maybe they want to elevate somebody. And then left tackle, George Fant, Andrew Wiley, Trent Scott. Got a few options there. We'll see what the Commanders decide to do in this one. But going to be missing their new shiny left tackle that they picked up this offseason. But they don't have Jaden Daniels anyway. But going to get rougher for Marcus Mariota. I'm all about it. Now, on the defensive side of the ball, as mentioned, Eddie Goldman's going to be out, but Johnny Newton is Jer'zhan. Sorry, I'm used to calling him the college name. Maybe he's going professional, real name. But Sheldon Day will have an opportunity to maybe step in, step up. You see a cornerback there, Jonathan Jones, questionable for this one. So, Antonio Hamilton, Tyler Owens there. Maybe you bring someone from the practice squad. Definitely an option there. I think they will. But you see some safeties here. Maybe Reeves plays a little bit. You move Igbenegany outside. A lot of options here. But those are the injuries there. Everybody good to go in the special teams department. But just like any team, they can elevate two players. We're going to take a look there at the practice squad. And as I mentioned, maybe an elevated tight end. Lawrence Cager's been here. That just brought the rookie from Ohio State, G. Scott, in. Then you got a couple of corners here. You've got Seymour, another former Eagle, Trey Hawkins in there, and then Carlin Vigers. So you've got some options. We'll see if they decide to do that on Saturday. I will let you know. River Craycraft, another ex-Eagle. Julian Jones, another ex-Eagle. There's a lot of them on there. But look, ladies and gentlemen, that's what's going on with both teams for the game on Saturday. Again, tomorrow I'll be live. Fan Friday. All of your questions, comments, whatever you got on your mind, we'll be talking about it. Then on Saturday, I'll give you those elevations with the pregame show, game inactives, all that great stuff. We'll get ready for this divisional matchup, ready to win this division back-to-back for the first time in 20 years. That's awesome. Let's go. It's not awesome that we haven't won in 20 years, but let's go accomplish that. But that's all I've got for you. So if you guys have anything you'd like to add, any kind of questions, whatever's on your mind, leave it down below. If you need anything else, something private, please feel free to reach out. Always here for you guys, as you always are for me. And I really can't thank you enough for that. And I know these holidays, the season can be rough. And look, man, no matter what, I say it every day because I mean it. Just reach out. And I can't give you the answer, but we can all be there for each other. And I think that would help the world. So just want to let you know I'm here for you guys. I love you. Hope you're all enjoying your week. It's Friday tomorrow, and the game is on Saturday. That should get you excited here. And it seems like people are starting to crawl back on the bandwagon. So I think the excitement is up in the air, baby. Let's go. I'm all about it. We've been waiting for everybody to jump on board here. Train already left the station, but hey, they can watch from outside the window as we watch our team go back to back. And they once again gave up on the wrong ones. Gotta be brutal. But I know you sickers are with me, and we'll be flying to the top. Until that next time, tomorrow, Fan Friday. Better see you there. I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there, and as always, say it with me now, sickos. Go Birds!